to have a clear mind. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Welcome to another episode of the Paul Larry Podcast. Are you the root cause for someone else's healing journey? Now, think about that really deep. Think about work, think about kids, think about brother, sister, father, mother, dog, cat. Think about it in a way that's very deep, because when you think about it in that way, you may find areas like I have with my own kids where things that I may have done may have caused things in them that they need healing from, and things that we have done unintentionally. It's normal, and we all probably have some areas. But here's where I think it makes a difference, right? A lot of times we can also be the antidote to their healing. Full transparency, my presence, right, of not being able to handle stress and panic. And why I say not being able to handle stress, because stress ignites, right, a panic attack in me where I may have been super anxious, jittery, very quick to get upset, and don't let my kids talk when they're trying to explain something. I talk over them. Just all these different things that I may have done as a parent with my kids growing up, not realizing how it has affected them. And as I'm being healed and understanding, wow, I've lived with panic attacks my whole life. I didn't know it was panic attacks. I thought it was just me. I ended up in the ER many times. I ended up in the ER so many times with what I thought was symptoms of heart attacks that turned out to be panic attacks. The reason why I ended up going to a doctor and having my mental health and emotional health and therapy and everything evaluated was the final time I was in the ER, and they had the heart monitors. I had to wear the thing for 24 hours again, EKGs overnight. One doctor came to me and says to me, after everything came back normal, they asked me a series of questions. And it was like, I just want to ask you some questions. And they went through a book, right? And the doctor, after asking me the questions, says, have you ever had therapy? Have you ever been evaluated for mental health? And I'm like, no. And after the doctor read back the questions to me, the doctor said, the way you're living is not normal. No human being should have to live like that. And some of the things was a constant state of everything. I don't even want to get into it right now because I don't want to lose focus, right? And after being evaluated, right, and having to go through one or two therapists to find the one that I'm with now, right, my therapist helped show me and identify the areas in my life that were broken through my childhood experiences and growing up experiences. And I didn't think there was nothing wrong. I just thought that was the problem. Is I was affected at such a young age that was all I knew. I did not know another way of living. I did not know another way of being. It was all I knew because my trauma happened at such a young age and carried on into the years that I just thought it was normal. Now, fast forward, father, right? Giving my children the life that I've never had, giving them everything, but not realizing that my presence, right, who I am as a person affected them, right? Giving them everything, doing everything, right? To give them the life I never had. But because I never got healing, I did not give them the presence they needed from a father. I gave them the presence they needed from somebody that was broken. And therapy has helped me understand and realize that. But the cool thing is, therapy has showed me that now I can go back, apologize, and be the antidote that they need for their own healing, for their own processing. And that's the question I want to ask. And I'm going to say this. Somebody is going to send you this podcast. Somebody is going to send you this clip. Somebody is going to send you this video. please, if you get this video, do not be offended. Please do not be upset. Please do not be resentful. And if somebody sends you this video, I really want you to consider and think about yourself. I also want you to think about this: what it must take for somebody to take this video, the anxiety, the fear, the emotion, the overthinking. Are they going to be offended? Are they going to be mad at me? Think about the process it took for them to send you that video. And as you watch it, just think about your presence through their eyes and why they might have sent you this video. Because what I'm trying to say is your presence may be affecting them. What I'm trying to say is your presence may be affecting them in a way that they send you this video to say, hey, I do not know how to articulate it. I know you love me. I know you care for me. I know you're doing your best, but your presence affects me. It triggers me. I'm triggered by your presence. It may be that as simple as you're just stressed out with the money and the bills, and you come home from work and you just don't have the energy to be the best version of yourself around your wife or your husband or your kids. Or you may be home all day taking care of the kids while your husband's at work, and you just don't have the energy to give your husband the best version of yourself because you're still struggling to be the best person you can, but you just don't have it. You don't know why you're anxious. You don't know why you're fearful. You don't know why you go in the bathroom, lock the door, and cry, right? And I'm saying to you, if this video was sent to you, it's okay to come out, apologize, and say, Daddy needs to go see someone. Mommy is going to make an appointment for a therapist tomorrow. I am employing people, right, not only to look at themselves, but to be honest and think about the people that may be affecting you, right? Because I'm telling you, in 46 years, I didn't realize the damage I was causing when I was doing my best. When I have all this knowledge and I'm high functioning. And when I say high functioning, I'm married, faithful, work, take my kids wherever they want, buy them whatever they want. I'm doing everything, but I'm giving them a version of me that has never been healed or never known what it's like for the body to be healed from my childhood trauma. Also, a lot of you have the same effects and maybe have never experienced the things I've experienced, or maybe never experienced abuse and domestic violence and this and that. Can I tell you one thing? A lot of people think about therapy like this. Oh my gosh, they need therapy. They were sexually abused. They were physically abused. Do you understand this? I could have been abused physically by somebody that abused me with a baseball bat and broke my leg, beat me up, left me for dead, just messed up circumstances in the gutter, right? Broke my leg. Somebody else, the next person, may be playing football and broke their leg on the football field. Both of us go to the doctor, right? I'm severely abused. Somebody else was having fun playing football and broke their leg. If we broke our leg in the exact same place at the exact same break, guess what? Do you realize the treatment the doctor is going to give us is going to be the same exact treatment? I tell this to people all the time who say, well, my story is not as severe as yours. But I still have the same symptoms. I still have the same break. Think about that. I still have the same break. We may be receiving the same treatment, even though my story may have sound more horrible, more traumatic. You see, you got to remember the body, the brain, it's the body. When your foot breaks, the football player versus the person that was left for dead, when the foot break, the body doesn't know anything else other than, hey, my foot is broken. Your body doesn't know anything else other than, hey, I'm broken, I need help. My trauma may have come from severe abuse. Your trauma may have come from somebody who told you you'll never amount to anything as a child. Somebody who spoke down to you as a child. It may not have been a physical and severe, but what happened to you in that moment, that effect on the body, could have the same level of trauma as someone that was more severe. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's not about the story. It's about the hurt. It's about the body. And again, I'm coming to you as a patient. I'm learning. I'm understanding. I'm not a therapist, but from what I'm learning and what I'm seeing is that we put things on levels and scales in our own eyes, and people diminish their own story as to why I don't need to go see someone. I don't need to go get help. I believe anybody that have to find ways to cope with things, should be seen by a doctor to see if there is something deeper going on. There's nothing wrong with just going in and getting evaluated. Do you know what the first time I went to get evaluated just because? And I started opening my mouth and I was like, brought up things that I've never said before. I literally started breaking down. And I was like, where is this coming from? And they were like, it was a couple people, they were evaluating me. And I could see like they already knew what was going on. I'll tell you a story. I remember a situation of severe abuse, severe domestic violence. It was my earliest memories. My earliest memories of violence, right? My earliest memories. I was actually born at a time where I reached the age where my memory probably started to, that part of my brain started to develop. Just so happened to be the worst part of our family life with both parents. It's just the timing. There was 7 of us, and the timing for me was earliest memory was just, the pictures are just vivid and they're brutal and they're bad. And guess what? Right? I've never said that before until I started therapy. And the things that I'm learning about my body and myself, I've always thought that's just who I was. So somebody has sent you this video because things about you and your presence affect them in a way that they don't know how to articulate it. And I told you all of that yabba about myself, right? Just to say this. If it's possible, just one iota of you say, you know what? Yeah. You're probably thinking to yourself, I'm going to fix it. Maybe you're saying, I'm going to apologize. Now I'm saying to you, you probably can't fix it on your own. I'm saying to you, self-help videos may be good in the short term, but I implore you to go see someone. And people may be saying to me, because all my videos are about go see someone, go see someone, go see someone. How could I not? I have been drinking from a well, not knowing that I've been thirsty my whole life. I've found water, and it has been life-changing, eye-opening. And how could I not share with the world what's going on with me? How could I not share with the world, like, listen, this is life-changing. So if someone sent you this video, if someone sent you this podcast, please, the temptation to get upset, please, the temptation to be offended, please hear me out. The temptation to get remorseful or even vindictive, please hear me out. If someone went through the process of sending you this video, scared, nervous, afraid, ashamed of what you might think and how you might react, but do it anyways, they're probably saying, hey, you're doing a great job with so much things, but there's something about your presence that affects me that I might have to heal from one day. Maybe you should have it looked at. And I implore you, I'll be your brother. I will hold your hands in it, because I'm telling you, it's not just going to make a world of a difference for you, a world that you have no idea that's out there, because I didn't know that this type of healing was out there until I'm experiencing it. I am not ashamed. I am more aware of the person I was, and I'm proud of who I am, that I am also being the antidote to the healing of the people I hurt. And that's what I would say to you. If someone sent you this video, you can be the antidote. Your apology, your I'm sorry's, your okay, buddy, to your kids. Let's go. Daddy's gonna work it out. I don't care how old you are and how old your kids are. Yeah, you call that kid that sent you this video and say, I didn't realize, but I want to be the antidote. I want to be the antidote that you need to heal from what I've caused. And thank you for your grace and your forgiveness. I know you did not know how to articulate it, so thank you for sending me this video from the Paul Larry podcast. Guys, again, the question that I leave to you is, are you the root of someone else's healing journey? I'm sure most of us are, in some way or the other. Again, this is Paul Larry. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell notification. And let's do this together. Comment your experiences, your thoughts on this. If there's something I said that was out of line or wrong, I humble myself to your opinion or even your knowledge. Thank you. Peace out.